President Trump says the Republican Party is waiting for the Jewish community with open arms. He cited One American News in a tweet today, saying the Jexodus movement encourages Jewish people to leave the Democrat Party. He said he was the president who moved the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem and pulled the nation from the horrible Iran nuclear deal. President Trump quoted Jexodus spokeswoman Elizabeth Pipko earlier in the week, saying the U.S. saw a lot of anti-Israel policies under the Obama administration, which has continued to get worse. One America's Posobiec sat down with Pipko this week and has more from Washington.
All right, we are really excited to sit down today with Elizabeth Pipko. She's the spokeswoman for the new group Jexodus. Tell me, what is Jexodus?
So Jexodus is a movement, genuine grassroots movement, just super excited to get people involved, excited for 2020, finally voting according to their own values, their own conscience, and ready to fight back against the narrative that tells us what we should do and who we should vote for.
Now, I love the name Jexodus. How did you guys come up with that?
I think it's pretty obvious. This is our exodus from the current state of our country and the Democratic Party's hold on the Jewish people.
Now, what is it about the Democrat Party that has a lot of Jewish people starting to ask questions about their allegiance to that party?
I think what's going on in the last few weeks is pretty obvious. We've all seen it plastered on every TV screen. There have been a lot of anti-Semitic comments made by people in Congress in the Democratic Party, and the leaders of that party refuse to condemn those comments and basically pretend they didn't happen, continue to attack our president and claim he's the anti-Semite, and I think people are starting to realize what's happening.
And President Trump has delivered for Israel on a number of fronts, and obviously this being the homeland of the Jewish people, this is the Jewish state, the moving of the embassy, the continued support, the relationship with Netanyahu where it's never been seen before, it stands to reason that he may have actually been one of the best presidents on Jewish issues.
Yeah, and after coming from Obama's presidency where we saw obviously a shift against Israel, we saw Obama try to interfere in the Israeli elections. I think he sent $350,000 to campaign against Netanyahu. So to go from that to what we have now should be a blessing, and I don't see why people are missing that.
Yeah, he even sent staff to actually go from that were on his campaign in 2008 to campaign against Netanyahu. But then, of course, he's going to come around and talk about foreign interference in our elections when actually he was the one who was conducting interference in Israel in their election as a foreign citizen. Now, what do you see Jexodus's role as going forward? I know you guys have just launched. What do you have in the works?
So we're very excited for physical events. We want to interact with people, get them excited, bring people into a room together so they can feel united. I think our country is going through a pretty rough phase. I think people feel like everything's very divided, and it's time to bring people of the same values together. It's time to feel like we are celebrated. It's time to feel like the president has supporters, and those supporters can band together and try to keep our country going in the direction that it's going. So we're hoping to meet, obviously, people face to face, have parties, have events, and get people really excited to make a change, make a difference.
Awesome. And are you going to use this going forward into 2020?
Yes, 100%.
All right. Well, thank you very much for sitting down with us today, Elizabeth. Every time you guys do stuff, please come back on, give us some more. Love to have it. Jexodus.
Thank you.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.